approval ratings. Just to give you some context of how we come up with these ratings are based on 4 categories: job performance in the moment, all-time great status overall, character, and authenticity. Each ranked on a scale of 0 to 25 for a total range of 0 to 100. Anything from 100 to 80 is GOAT status, 79 to 70 is an all-star, 69 to 55 is role player, 54 to 40 is scout team, and anything below 40 is a dumpster fire. Make sense? Here we go. All right, today we're talking to Andrew Luck, who will face off with Tom Brady and the Patriots tonight on Fox. Luck was supposed to be a once-in-a-lifetime talent, but he hasn't exactly lived up to the hype and all those expectations. My rating for him has fallen a bit to a 67. I have him as a role player right now. I'm not big on his character. That's where, Marcellus, I think you have him.
Yeah, I got him higher than that.
Yeah, you got him.
What's the issue with his character? Let me hear.
I just don't think he's a leader. I think when you talk to people in Indianapolis that remember how Peyton Manning commanded that franchise in that locker room, Andrew Luck's nowhere near that.
Well, he had a bad team. Was a 2-14 team. As you said, 11 wins, playoffs, kept going further and further. Then injuries derailed him.
That presence in the locker room in terms of taking command, what he will and will not tolerate. Peyton Manning left a big blueprint and a big shadow, and Andrew Luck hasn't lived up to that as a leader. Andrew Luck is a goofball, man. The beard, the whole thing, some of the things he says are awkward. I'm not beating up on the guy, and Peyton Manning is a terrible, hard standard to live up to.
Yeah.
But that's where I have him a little bit down, just as a 16 character. Job performance, I got him down 3 points, but 67 overall. You got him a little higher.
You taking shots at Oliver Luck's son, and in character, Oliver Luck, that dude's an angel. Okay, fine. Here's my 78. I give him in terms of a total approval rating. Job performance, I got him up actually because he played well against the Texans, and you're starting to see, despite some limitations, he's putting up numbers. Especially since the start of the season. All-time greatness, I still have him below the average, I would say, because he hasn't lived up to those expectations. So we talked about that earlier. Best prospect since John Elway stopped. Character is high for me, though. The Stanford guy who's never had any issues outside of an injury that was in the offseason. No scandals, nothing to report. And like I said, this is Oliver Luck's son, man. This dude's a little
I'm going to just say where I'm struggling at. What? Open the show talking about Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
And the media's been letting him get away with murder and blah, blah, blah. You have him at a 25 authenticity, and you have him just 2 points away from GOAT status overall. It doesn't seem to add up to the guy that was a little bit critical of Andrew Luck earlier in the show.
Well, if you look at these 4 categories, 2 of them are on the field and 2 are off the field. And that's why he's getting a pass, because he's winning the press conference. He wins it. He's authentic. He has great character. Just the performance is not living up to it like we expected. But, hey.
All right, we got some baseball coming up next. The Rockies and the Brewers. Next!